Hey everyone, Vrumosity here. I was asked by a member of the CIC clan to make a video on how I set up my Population 1 streaming and screen recordings. Hopefully this video doesn't take too long to do, but I'm going to go over the steps that I made that I've done to make this whole process work for me. For hardware, you will need a few things. First, you're going to need a VR headset, obviously. I personally use the MetaQuest 2. And for this reason, most, if not all, that I touch on today will be geared towards using the Quest to play games and to record. If you need or want something related to Steam VR gaming, then I can do a follow-up video, as I do play Breachers VR and other VR games like Half-Life Alyx through my Steam library sometimes. Second hardware item you will want is a microphone. I personally use the Antlion Audio Mod Mic. It works for me most of the time, but I've noticed some issues where my voice just drops off completely or gets drowned out. Makes me sound really muffled. But that could also be a software issue too. Maybe something I haven't tweaked yet in OBS that I need to work on, or just talk louder while I'm playing in the game, I guess. You'll also want earphones or headphones, whatever your preference is. This is so you can avoid an echo effect. Echo, while recording your audio. You will also need a VR capable PC or laptop. My PC uses a 3060 Ti RTX graphics card, so I'm pretty covered there. You'll also want something that's capable of playing VR. If you don't know if your PC is capable of playing VR, you can always use Steam's VR compatibility tool and see if you can run the VR applications on your PC. Lastly, you'll also want to have a good Wi-Fi router. MetaQuest supports Wi-Fi 6, and that's the type of router that I have. You can use a tethered connection from your Quest 2 to your PC if you want to, but since it's 2023, I prefer wireless, as most people do. Software, you'll need a program that can stream to Twitch or whichever platform you're going to end up using. I do use OBS. It is free and open source, and you can download it from obsproject.com, or you can pick it up through Steam. You will also need the Oculus app installed on your PC, and you can find that from meta.com. There's a link to where you can download that application if you don't know where to find it in the description of this video, as well as the links to OBS and to all the hardware items I've listed already. None of these are sponsored links. I won't be getting any money off it, so you're welcome. You don't have to stress yourself out about that. So yeah, once you have an understanding of what the hardware and software is, now we can move on with the video. So once you got all those software requirements installed, including the Oculus Store and OBS, what you want to do is, what I did was create a shortcut to Oculus Mirror. You're going to need to do this because this is what's going to relay inside your Oculus headset footage. So the way I do is connecting to Oculus AirLink. If you don't know how to do that, I can send just ask me in the comments and I'll respond to you to a video where you can figure that out yourself. But anyways, to find this location, and I would recommend this because when you're in the headset, it's just easier to double click on a shortcut than it is to dig around through your program files. So you want to go to your PC, see program files, Oculus. Then you're going to go to, support, Oculus Diagnosis, and Oculus Mirror. And then you'll just want to drag and drop that onto your desktop like that. And after you have the Oculus Mirror on your desktop, you'll want to go ahead and boot up your Oculus and connect to AirLink. And then once you connect to the AirLink, you can either do this from your headset or you can do it on the desktop. And you'll just move your mouse and then you'll click on Oculus Mirror. And you can see that I had some issues, but it was popped up there at the bottom of the taskbar. And then once you find that, you're like, oh, look, there, I'm mirrored. You want to full screen it. Then you'll click on the window itself to pull up the options, go to settings, full screen again. and then click on the window, and there you have, it covers your whole monitor. Yep. See, now you can see my hands waving. Woot woot. All right, cool. So let's go over OBS and how to set up a population 1 scene to get you going. So open up OBS, click on this arrow down here, this plus sign. You'll want to name your scene something that you're going to remember, so pop 1 or something like that. I'm going to call mine pop 1 2 because I already have a pop 1 scene already built out. And then from here, you're going to add your sources. There's really, unless you're going to use a logo, and I can show you how to put, I placed my logo on here. But you only need a couple things. You're going to need your mic, and you can deal with that in the audio mixer. I'll just show you how to do that, but you can also add that as a source. Yeah, so you'll click here. You're going to do window capture, right? And for window capture, you're gonna need the Oculus Mirror open, and you can call that Oculus Mirror. You can call it window capture like I did. You'll create new. Maybe I could try opening up that real fast. Let's hit cancel. See if it'll let me. All right, so we got Oculus Mirror going right now. So you can hit window capture. I'll call this Oculus Mirror, right? So that's what you would do. And then for window, it'll find any open windows. OBS will automatically. You'll just want to click Oculus Mirror and hit OK. And once you get that added to your scene, as you can tell, I'm not currently in my headset, but you would hit right click. You would go to transform, and you would do fit to screen, right? So you can get the full screen view. So if I were playing Oculus right now, you would see my home environment in another clip in a second. And then you can full screen this and do the whole thing. I'll show you in a little bit. So once that's added, Oculus is running. When you open up Pop 1, you'll see that. Now you need to make sure that your audio sources are set. So if you have an external mic, what you would do is, if you don't already have a mic, an auxiliary added in your audio mixer, you want to add that. And I think how to do that would be through adding a source. You would choose audio input capture, right? And you can call this, you see I have a mic already and a Blue Yeti, but you can call this, if you get the Antlion, you can call it Antlion, right? Because that's what I use for my streaming. Hit OK. It'll pop up this window, go to default, and then choose your microphone option. You want to make sure this is connected to Bluetooth or plugged in, however you got it set up. Make sure it finds that. If you can't find it, go to your device manager, make sure the driver's installed or whatever, and it's enabled. So that's how you click your device. Once you click it, you should see that here, I believe, in the audio mixer. If not, I don't know if it, yeah, I'll have to reset this to go, but I think that's something you can add, right? You could choose active sources. There we go. So since it's not active, I guess that's the problem here. I have only my active one selected. But if you have a different mic, like I use a Blue Yeti to do this recording, you can just click these three dots here, hit properties, and you can update this to whatever mic you want to use. I noticed that different mics pick up different levels of volume. My Antlion just is really quiet, so I have to crank up the volume all the way to the max. Versus my Blue Yeti, I only have to do it around this here, 25 or so. And you can see that notice is probably pretty loud anyway. And then desktop audio. This is going to be the audio that comes from the game itself. And you want to make sure that this is set to, right now it's set to my Blue Yeti speakers, but if you're in game, you would choose this to headphones, Oculus virtual audio device. And that's going to pull up the population 1 audio and stuff. So that's kind of how, that's all you need really for this setup. If you want to add a logo, you just add an image here. You go plus, hit the plus sign, hit image, and then you can hit, Vermosity logo or whatever it is that you want. Hit OK. Vermosity logo dos. And then you just browse to the location where that's going to be. And I think I have mine. I'll just use this guy right here. And then you can readjust that however you want it to be, right? I think the goal with the logo is not to make it too big, right? Especially if the emphasis you're trying to make is the game. Another reminder that the layer that's on top is going to be the one that's going to be on top, right? If you have Oculus Mirror and your logo, but your logo is below the mirror, you're not going to see your logo. So if you're using a logo, you want to make sure that's right there on the top. And yeah, that's it. With OBS, you can hit recording, you can hit streaming. So to set up streaming, I'll set up a link how to connect OBS to your Twitch. Basically, you would go into settings here, stream, hit service Twitch, and then there's going to be an option to connect to the Twitch, and then it'll pop up a new window that has you log into your Twitch account. And I think there might be some stream key you have to add as well. But it's pretty straightforward. To get this open here, it doesn't come up by default, right? Because it's a dockable window. If you want to pull up your Twitch information, you would go to docs and then hit stream info right there. And then docs if you want your chat to go right there too. And you can pop these out, right? And that's a method too. Like you can have this be its own little window. You can't see my second desktop. I'm about to pull it in here. And then this can be dockable on your Oculus Quest. And I could probably show that too, if so desired. But yeah, that goes over my OBS setup. And make sure once you're ready, you hit transition. And that will start recording your Oculus gameplay. And that's it. After that, you should see yourself here in the Oculus your home environment. Hey, there's my hands. And just open up Population 1. And then you should be good to go. Population 1 should be installed on your PC, by the way, not on your Oculus Quest headset. And there you go. And then gameplay. I just wanted to add one more thing, a quick bonus. So another way to see your stream chat, I use a open source program called Chatty. There will be a link in the description of the video. It's a GitHub project, and it's actually, I've used it a couple times in my streams. It's particularly shoutcasting. But the way you open it, you open up on your desktop, and then you can pin it as a new window into your Oculus environment. So once you actually get into game, like I'm about to just shoot some rounds off in the training park area. That's what I like to do to warm up. You can see that that's permanently docked there at your foot or wherever you decide to place it. So it's a nice little way to see, if anybody's on your stream, you can interact with people that are leaving comments and whatnot. You can probably set up some other alerts. Chatty, haven't really gotten into setting it up super hard, but now I have a way to see the chat while I'm also playing the game, and that's pretty great. Or while I'm chatcasting in the game. All right, so I hope you have a good time. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out in the chat of this video, or if you're in Discord, go ahead, check out CIC, Comrades of Carnage. I'll be there too, and if you have any questions, please feel free to post it. All right, everybody, GG's. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later on the battlefield. Bye.
There was one player that did good. Where is it? Room, and all he did is hide. All he did is fly around hide.